Hello, hello. Okay, we're going to do this again. All you need to manifest is to be equal to the giver. To be equal to the giver means to be in the same vibratory state as the person giving you what you want. And the most important piece of this information on this video is that you are always the giver and you are also always the receiver, just like you're the observer and the observed. Your entire life is given to you, by you, through you, for you. You are always the giver and you are always the receiver. So being able to be equal to the giver simply means to be in the same state as the version of you that you see as being able to give you anything you want. Simple. So because life is not fair, and it's not fair because it's not personal, it's vibrational. So you're the energy that vibrates at specific frequencies. You're not this fair, judgmental thing that comes around and says, you get to have this and you get to have that. That's not how it works. It's strictly based on an energy frequency. That's your existence. You are energy. So to be equal to the giver, simply vibrate at the frequency of the higher self. Now, honestly, there is no higher self. There is only a deeper understanding of who and what you are, and the deeper you go, the higher your frequency. It's infinite, the depth which you can go, and it's infinite, the possibilities of your energy vibration field. So, vibrating at a higher frequency is also referred to as quantum entanglement. And we have only just now started to get very familiar in using this terminology in this day and age. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's about time. So before the laws of thermodynamics, which have been around for quite a long time, they've only just now started to become part of our nomenclature. The work of Stephen Hawking most recently, and although he's been passed away, but his work, groundbreaking research in black holes and energy fields. Buckminster Fuller, before that, Einstein, Aristotle, Plato, Epictetus. They were before that were philosophical and esoteric texts and understandings such as the Kabbalion 7 universal laws, the Kabbalah, the Hindus' Atma, the Buddhists' Nirvana and Anatta, the Tao Te Ching, the I Ching, the Qigong, and they all carry the same thread of continuity that energy is cyclical and it only ever changes form. We'll find that understanding as far back as you can go. So I bring up the past scientists and this esoteric work to show the constancy of knowing that energy only ever changes form and that matter, whatever you're manifesting, is just energy transformed. So if you're having a crappy day, it's because you have crappy energy. That's just how that goes. So just because you haven't seen or experienced something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And just because you may or may not be aware that you're the one responsible for creating and manifesting your existence doesn't mean you're not manifesting. So it doesn't automatically make you not culpable for your life just because, oh, I didn't know I was the one. Well, it doesn't make you less responsible. Nobody is responsible but you for what you're manifesting in your life, regardless of whether or not you're aware of it. It just simply means that you're not the one, you don't realize you're the one in charge. But if you're watching this video, you know that now. So you're manifesting all the time. And what you manifest is completely based on your vibration. A low vibration is unconscious or unawareness, and a high vibration is aware and conscious. To manifest your preferred life or the life you actually want to live, just be aware. And to be aware means to be present. And to be present means to be equal to the moment. And I'm using that word purposely. Equal to the moment is the same thing as equal to the giver. And you can only be equal to that which you are aware of. So if you don't know or you are unaware, then you are not equal or established with the environment. You are not at one or at peace with what is. Anytime you're aware of your surroundings, you're present and equal with what is. And what is always giving. So now you are equal to what is giving. So simple. Just be present with what is. That's how you manifest. Now, this doesn't mean you wouldn't have a conscious idea of what it is that you want, but that's for another video at another time. Now, I said in the beginning that you need to be equal to the giver. To be equal, start by imagining the state of being of the person who would give you $1,000. I'm just going to use this little analogy. And you do that by imagining the you as the person that's giving you $1,000. As the giver, you would give you the money without conditions, without judgment, without strings, without any expectations of being repaid, with complete freedom to use that money any way you deem necessary. The giver in you, that you as the giver, is abundant. And that means you're not bound by any conditions of giving. So the money is completely free to change into any form of matter that will nourish and fuel the receiver you forward in the direction of your path. So as the receiver, then, you receive that money from the giver you freely, abundantly, not bound. There are no bounds and no ties. So you will respect the freedom and creativity of that money. It's an energy form. Money is energy, and it's coming to you freely. And so you are going to receive it freely to manifest in a way that best represents your conscious awareness right now. So whatever it is that you're receiving, you are going to use that in a way that represents your consciousness and your awareness right now. This is the plane's going over right now, so it's really loud, and I'm just going to wait for that to go because you won't be able to hear me anyway. So that is how that goes. So as the receiver, you receive that money freely and abundantly with no ties. You respect the freedom and the creativity of that energy to manifest freely in a way that best represents your conscious awareness right now. Remember that life isn't fair. Because it's not personal. And because it's not personal, but life isn't fair. It's vibrational. Remember that. It's not fair. It's not important what it isn't. It's important what it is. Life is vibrational. So whatever you choose to transform that money energy into will show you your exact state of being. And that's how you manifest. Live deliberately. Hit that thank you thumb. Subscribe. Namaste.